What's the most ridiculously absurd way you've seen someone get rich in no time? 1. My cousin recorded the audio of a fan for 8 hours about a decade ago, and now has north of 1 billion white noise YouTube views and is one of the top podcasts on Spotify. 2. My uncle invented micro machines. Little toy cars in the early 90s. 3. A classmate in high school climbed and subsequently fell off of an electric transmission tower and got hurt pretty bad. Even though he was an idiot, because there were no warning signs or a fence around it, he received a bunch of money as a legal settlement from the electric company. 4. My brother's friend worked minimum wage jobs. Then he and his wife started buying essential oils in large quantities from overseas, and repackaging it in much smaller quantities in their garage and reselling it on Amazon. Really just classic middleman stuff, but they made so much money that they quit their day jobs almost immediately and haven't looked back. 5. I went to high school with Bo Burnham. One day he had a YouTube video go viral. Like a week later he was represented by the same agent as Drew Carey. Ironically, the kid who joked about being unpopular was suddenly really popular due to the success from his jokes. 6. Not rich, but my friend told me about how he went to the club one night downtown. He stayed until 3 a.m. and then when he left, he walked outside to find a ton of $20 bills just blowing in the wind down the street, so he grabbed as much as he could. He couldn't explain where it came from, no one was around at the time and the streets were empty. 7. Forgot that he mined a dozen or so bitcoins over a decade ago on his spare laptop. Remembered 3 years ago that he still had that laptop in a drawer. 8. A friend of mine once struck it rich overnight by selling designer pet rocks online, complete with little outfits and backstories. It was a wild idea that somehow took off. 9. Friend of mine started selling her socks after wearing them at her retail job. She started making $7,000 a month just from that alone. 10. My uncle's company made wood shaving tools. One day, Martha Stewart used one to grate cheese on her TV show. Thus the microplane was born.